So there's no intro today, this is the intro. I just decided to skip to the makeup, and then we'll just do the makeup, and then have a look at the end. Hope that's okay. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. So I'll start with a radiant primer. This is from NYX, it's called Bear With Me. And I got this the other day because I went to Charlotte Tilbury. I went to get Hollywood Flawless Filter, but it's sold out everywhere and in the shop. So afterwards I went to NYX just to see what they had. I passed by e.l.f. too because they have a dupe for Hollywood Flawless Filter, but literally the shelves were empty. So everything's bought out. Yeah, so I'm going to try this for the first time. It has hemp in it. I think that is cannabis, marijuana. I think that's a bit too much. Already done my skincare. This is quite luminizing. Yeah, so I think you can see the how luminizing it is. So I'll do a quick foundation routine and then we'll do something special on the eyes with Moonlit Seduction. This is from McGrath Labs. So first things first, rest in peace Uncle Phil. So I'm still using Charlotte Tilbury's Beautiful Skin Foundation. Usual 2 pumps, nothing new. I think I'm still a bit tan from summertime because this is usually like a spot on shade. Light stipple, sometimes buff, to buff and stipple. Sometimes stippling, light buff. Move down our neck, just all over. I'll use the Kevyn Sensual Skin Enhancer. This is a concealer that I use for really full glam looks because it is so high coverage. But what's in my makeup bag is the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Concealer. I can't use the Charlotte Tilbury for all my looks because then I'll just run out of it after 2 days or something. But this one from Kevyn lasts for absolute ages. Shade is SX11. This is a pretty standard face routine, you know. Bring it over to my plate.
You don't know what you did to me. Yeah, buddy.
Beautiful Skin Sun-Kissed Bronzer. Usually I do this after my contour, but let's just try a different way and bronze first. Top here. Anastasia Beverly here. Anastasia ABH Contour. This is my favourite shade to contour with. It's literally finished because I absolutely love it. Okay. Yeah, that's the contour. Sculptor. Cutter. Cookie cutter. I'm using a brush today. I don't have time to use a beauty sponge. Usual thing, tap the top and then just kind of buff it with the tips of the brush. Other side as well. You thought I was filling you? Monster Munch! That's actually funny, I need to send that to the group chat. Monster Munch, what? I don't even know what that means. I had to Google, I had to go on Urban Dictionary, like what is a munch? Because what is that? What even is that? Is that like a scrub? Oh my god. So am I the only one that thinks that like 24 hours in a day is not enough? Because between work, family time, internet time, and then you've got like your hobbies, like personal interests. Like I like reading, that needs attention. If you've got kids, that needs attention. Oh my god. I think there needs to be like 52 hours in a day, or at least make it so that I don't get tired. So I have time to do everything. I just feel like there's not enough hours in a day. Like what? Days go by so quickly. And then you've got like figuring out what is even life, you know, like what are we doing? You know, that kind of thing. So just like there's not enough time in the day. So I'll just go in for a nose contour. Same fan brush that I always use. Just like usual, flatten that part and start to draw a line up through the brow. Take a dense like flat brush and just start tapping. I need a good brush set, so all my brushes are just like bits and pieces from brush sets that I liked. I guess you could call it a custom set. But I was looking at the Spectrum brushes. I think they've got a new collection out actually. They look really good and I like small brushes. All my looks I do with small brushes. If you've got suggestions, please leave them in the comments if you've got so much experience with brushes. So I'll just go in with a bit of Peachgasm from Charlotte Tilbury. 2 dots is usually just enough. So I'm going to lightly tap. It has a bit of colour to it. Yeah, so it is quite glowy, but I'll probably get a different shade next time. I was hoping it would be a bit more peachy, you know. I'll go in with Huda's Easy Bake Powder in Blondie. So Huda Beauty have a new Empowered palette, which is stunning. And I just love the whole idea behind it. Empowerment. Oh, this powder will never cease to amaze me. Oh, we just snatched our freaking under eye. Tell me why I went on Usher's Instagram and he said, be her whatever the opposite of peace is. Like you need to stand out, be her worries or something. I was like, Usher, this ain't, you are not making me want to leave the one I'm with right now. You is doing too much. Raymond. Ah, this powder is the one. The only one. Kidding me? Freaking kidding me? Gonna go around the face now. Maybe not so much there where the glow is. We like kill as fudge. Pick up the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush bronzer. Just adding back a bit of bronzer, contour, a bit of colour. I will do a blush as well. It's Halloween, but we cannot be ghostly. And then Kevyn Aucoin, the Sculpting powder. So I'll take a powder blush from McGrath. This is Lipstcik. Yeah, it's not from the recent drop. One thing about these blushes, they last all day. Gonna go over that Charlotte Tilbury Glowgasm, Peachgasm. I bring my blush all the way up to my temples. I like it high. Because I got high, because I got high, because I got high. So we're going to start on the eyes now. Using Mothership 10 Moonlit Seduction. This is absolutely stunning. Packaging from McGrath is always a 10. I think it always looks kind of retro but futuristic at the same time. So maybe timeless, I don't know. Super stunning. So to me, everything from McGrath is amazing. I'd never seen a palette like this, even in luxury makeup, before these palettes came out. So this is Moonlit Seduction. So I'll just start with this shade here. This is called Plum Cabaret. See how rich the shade is just on first application. Just going to extend it out like so. I should have used a smaller brush actually to go in here because I didn't want this too high up. So this palette is inspired by Moonlight and Starlight. Oh my gosh, I just love everything about these Mothership palettes, like respect for creativity and vision where it's due. Yeah, so it doesn't have to be perfect right away. So with a tiny precision brush, I'll just go now under here. Make sure that I connect it to the top. Really just smoke it out on the lower lash line. I always start slowly, like with not so much. I like to build it up. I'm big on building up. So I start with a bit and then just build it up. I like to take my time. So next I'll take Rosewood Romantic. Go above the first shade. I actually just want to blend out the first shade, so take it out further. Don't be scared to just drag it out. And then just amp it up a bit. Bit more of this first shade. So now I'm going to grab Extreme Nocturne. Just for out here. Make it a bit deeper. Fade it in to the inner eye here. Tiny, tiny precision brush. We're going to smoke out the lash line here. Did you see how that blended? Just so easy. And then I will go back and just kind of reinforce the shade on the bottom. So it's a lot of back and forth. Ooh. And then I'll just add a bit more eyeshadow primer. They've got the Artistry Wand, which is supposed to be good for underneath the shimmers, special shades, but I don't have it, so we'll just use my normal eyeshadow primer. So then I'll grab VR Sextasy. It's a duochrome, super stunning. If you don't want to get fallout, just look up and then just pat the eyeshadow on, look literally up, and then you won't get any fallout, because where is it going to fall to? Nowhere. Wow. Oh my god, are you serious? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Okay, so now I'll just wet my brush and apply. Oh, pat. So I'll just grab a bit of setting spray. Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush. That's a bit too much, actually. Carefully apply it on. And then I don't really want a clean line or anything too crisp in the crease, so I'll just go over with my brush like this. Oh, lovely. So I've just turned the lighting down a bit so we can really appreciate VR Sextasy. I'll just grab a bit of Extreme Nocturne to really just blend out, tie together the outside here and the sparkly shade. So I think the sparkly shades in this are a lot more sparkly than other Mothership palettes. I think I saw a review that said that, and I completely agree. So just on my ring finger, I'll take Astral Lilac Aura. Spray it once or twice. And right on the highest point of my eyeball, I'm just going to tap that on. Oh. Did you see? I hope you can see that. I'm going to spray the brush again. Take this shade here, Platinum Dusk. This is a nice texture. Wow. I'm gonna just dab this on the inner corner. Yes. Absolutely gorge. Again, take Astral Lilac Aura. This is the most moonlit shade, if you ask me. We're going to just place that right here. Did you see? Right there. Where it belonged. Oh my god. Oh wow. I'm in love. Actually, I'll just put it up top too. Just... oh my god, Astral. You're gorgeous. Oh, stunning. So this is the liner stick. It's from NYX. I would use a black one, but I don't want this super duper intense. But this is a dark brown, almost black, so it is kind of intense still. These are really good pencils. The girl at the excuse me at the NYX counter, she said these are really good, and I think they are. So I got this while I was at NYX after I was distraught from not finding Hollywood Flawless Filter at Charlotte Tilbury. So I'll just go in with a liquid liner. This is from NYX as well. It's the Epic Ink Liner. So I got this again from NYX. So I'll just drag this from outside here to the apex of my upper lash line. I feel like I'm so technical with like what I'm doing sometimes unnecessarily, but I feel like it's a bit necessary. Then I'll just draw a line from the bottom to meet that other line. Make it sharp. Then we're just going to fill in. But maybe I should go longer. Like, is this enough liner? I don't know. So I kind of extended the wing further out. Optional, but I feel like this is a more me-like wing. I like a wing. So I've just added lashes to the look. I can still see my wing. I need to be able to see my... I don't lose no friends or find peace. So this is the Modern Matte lipstick from VIEVE in shade Lara. I love it. Okay, this is kind of a berry shade. So I just want to tone it down just a tad. I'll use a brown lip pencil just for outside here. Yeah, I think that's better. This is Perversion from Urban Decay. So I do have a bit of fallout, but sometimes I just embrace it as part of the look. What am I gonna do? Start fighting with the fallout? Like, what? Got my little scarfy scarf. I'll just use my usual setting spray, Airbrush Flawless by Charlotte Tilbury. So I think this is our look finished for today. Just come in a bit close so we can see. Yeah. Ooh, I nearly dropped the palette. Ooh, are you okay? Mommy is sorry. I'll never try and drop you again. Yeah, so I love the duochrome. That is my favourite shade in the whole palette. The mattes are so gorgeous. Got the inner corner highlight. Super stunning. That shade is so beautiful. So it's quite a simple look, but effective, you know. So, woo. So thank you for watching. I hope you had a good time. I had a ball. So I love doing makeup. Next week we'll do a very fall look, like a green smoky fall look with the most stunning green shimmer probably that I've ever seen. So look forward to that. Yeah, so see you soon and take care. Bye.